everyone's responsibility to live a greener life, and one American living in China has taken that to heart. Green Voices had the story.
Stephen Barnes comes from the United States and teaches law at a college in Beijing now. 2 years ago, when he first came to Beijing for work, he settled down in an apartment. But he was soon attracted by the low-carbon and simple way of living in Hutong after he visited there. He then leased a quiet, narrow room in Hutong as his living and working room. Although not as convenient and comfortable as living in buildings, he is satisfied with the current situation.
It is a smaller space with more families who share facilities, who share space, which is very different from the way most people in the United States live. They live outside the city in the suburbs, and they live in fenced properties, and the houses are very detached. Here in the Hutong, there is a very strong feeling of community. We share things, there's conversations. But from an environmental point of view, what I see is that in these smaller spaces, we save energy. We're using less electricity. We're using less water. And so I think that that is something unique to living in a smaller space.
Stephen said that living in Hutong was the reflection of one's living conception. Many Americans would prefer driving to work every day from suburb than taking public transportations. Different from them, Stephen lives in Hutong and tries to live with less.
This is very different, and I've learned to live with less. For example, you see today I'm doing the laundry. I'm doing it mostly in the sink. A normal home that I'm familiar with in the United States, we'd have a separate washer and dryer. We don't dry our clothing on the line like here. It's done here. I do it here.
Bike and bus are the most common vehicles for Stephen to go to work. Simple living condition and the zero carbon emission transportation, Stephen learns more from living in Hutong.
For example, when I come from work, my friends, my neighbors, they greet me. That's very unique here in the Hutong because we all live close together. We need smaller space, so we become more of a family. In the United States, if I have a car, I leave the garage, I go over several streets, the roadway, and in my office. I had no contact with anybody. So I think by living more simply, or if you will, environmentally friendly, it's not just about the environment, but it also has an impact on the social life, on society. Can save energy.
Stephen enjoys the low-carbon life like this very much, and he would promote the lifestyle to more people. He designed a picture with a tiger holding an energy-saving lamp in its hand, symbolizing the year of tiger is also the year of environmental protection. Walden is Stephen's favorite book for the easy and simple life it described. Stephen also recorded his Hutong life based on the request of the U.S. Embassy to share his low-carbon life in Hutong with readers.